个桐炉菜，这两个菜系都很好吃。不，我又怕辣，你妈的，徐州菜是辣的呀，就是因为辣才好吃啊。杭州狮子头是上海的狮子头好吃，你们懂都不懂。其实狮子头其实最早狮子头好像是在那个什么扬州吃那个狮子头，但扬州给我的印象是那个菜包很好吃，就是那种青菜包，好吃的一批。建德大包，建德是你妈豆腐包好吃，你们懂不懂？不是徐州，是徐州。Solar 妈也是个小胖墩啊。Good luck。我其实，我想等到我不直播的那一天，我想去，比如说去那个甘肃那边，甘肃省去看看，然后再去趟新疆去看看。我觉得去尝尝看那边的美食，因为我打职业那么多年，其实就是一个新疆、一个甘肃、一个西藏这三个地方，包括西藏我也想去看看。就这三个地方，其实我去的就没有去过，基本上。对，这三个地方我没去过。去那边尝尝看美食，对不对？看看祖国的大好河山。
I feel good against Big Gabe, but he's not someone to be underestimated. He's good in this matchup, and he's looked strong so far. And yeah, he said it's about 50-50 between us. And usually when Solar says 50-50,
青海我也没去过，对，青海我也没去过，对的。
I can get behind that. I feel like Gabe swapped jerseys, because unless I'm crazy, he was wearing the Black Mouse Sports jersey earlier today. I think this is the first time we see him rocking the red ones. Now, of course, he had quite some time after his first series and this one. Truly excited, such a big moment for both these guys. We all love Gabe.
这是不是这种在新疆那边是不是有这种什么很好吃的这种哈密瓜什么的嘛？对啊，牛羊肉好呀，去试试看，对不对？就不是说这个都一定会很好吃，只是说你也把这个东西尝一遍，对吧？那这种东西，比如说他们这种在新疆这边的什么这种做的牛羊肉，他们肯定好吃，肯定是有原因的呀，对不对嘛？
Yeah, for me this is extremely exciting to see. And it's perhaps also two players that not a lot of people would have expected to be in the round of 8.
切糕我也被坑过，妈个鸡！但是我相信在当地应该不会有那么坑的切糕。
A lot of people know he's good. A lot of people love watching him, but round of 8, top 8 in the world. Well, I don't think too many people would have predicted that before this.
好了，Sola 对河马。
Who gets to the semifinals for the first time in their career?
Yep, and what he said, a career-defining moment, and I can only agree. Solar, we know that he's capable of this.
我觉得这场比赛都有机会吧，河马挺强的。这次小组赛看下来，河马的实力的确在李培南之上，特别关键，特别稳定。其实到选手就职业选手到最后就是拼的，首先你说谁强谁弱这个都不重要，就是看首先第一个看你的成绩，你有成绩你就比别人强，但你要有成绩的前提下是你要够稳定。你如果说打的这种不稳定的话，那你就是拿不到成绩。
Let's see if we can get a similar amount of noise for the man in the top right here on Glittering Ashes. The one, the only, Big Gabe.
I am very happy for Gabe that he's doing so well at the Introductory Masters Katowice because he's been
哎，
talking
反正我
about
告
it
诉你，
all
我会
year
去
long
的
in
啊
his stream.
我一定
He's
会去
always
的。
been bringing up those EPT
等到
points.
哪
That's
天
why
不
he
直
likes
播了就
playing
去
at the
了。
Monday nights, but eventually that wasn't even necessary anymore. It was quite obvious he was going to qualify, but he still loves showing what he's made of, and he
好
loves
了，兵营
entertaining
探
his
路
stream
啊，
audience.
非常标准。这个波5的话，因为 Sola 不是一个打战术的选手，所以说 Sola 是那种属于打运营、打这种运营爆兵的选手，所以这盘会打的相对来说比较残忍一点。这不是赛马，你妈的，这怎么是赛马？赛马下一场。解说完就去，哈哈哈哈！哎，哈哈哈哈！不，去不了，这个去一趟，你比如说去一趟新疆，或者去一趟西藏，或者去一趟这个甘肃，我不说多吧，你至少你要稍微对吧？稍微体验一下当地的一些文化、一些美食，你至少10天要的吧？对不对？10天要的吧？播完就去你妈个鸡，老子妈的就直接猝死了。一个死神换了一个军坦德，但这个肯定是亏的。你在死神死了之后，其实 Sola 前期没有任何的压力。
He's opening up with a fast second barrack, so perhaps 2 to 4 Hellions in one of them quick 2-1-1 builds with a third command center. Losing that Reaper though means that Solar has a lot of time to prepare and even has time to scout with this link. We'll see the barracks building. That's huge.
You can see that HeroMarine actually pulled all 3 SCVs for a split second. It's almost like he was worried that 8 to 12 Zerglings were going to show up. I've seen a lot of just random link run-bys.
就比如我去三亚，我就蛮喜欢去逛菜场，因为他们的妈的三亚的菜场里面那些海鲜能够让我长见识。老子妈的有些东西我真没见过，我靠！在杭州的市场里面，我有些东西在三亚这种菜场里面我真没见过，到底是什么东西？
And Link show up in the natural, it can actually be game-ending damage very quickly. But just to go back to what I was talking about real quick, Solar has shown a couple of impressive ZVTs against the likes of Maru, where it feels like he's under an immense amount of pressure. He's losing drones against Hellions, he's losing drones against Banshees, loses drones in a follow-up, sacrifices a base, makes it up to Lurkers, and not afraid to put those Lurkers to good use immediately. Grab all of them.
火车肯定是没有机会的，而且火车也不多，就出2个火车，稍微压一下。家里面怎么说呢？这个战术其实就是被誉为人族3蠢战术之一啊，3开2传兵。这个战术其实并不是特别好用，但河马因为他的暴兵比较猛了，所以说他第一盘这么打的话，就表示他选择一个相对来说有比较好的运营能力的一个开局。3开2传兵，5分半出门。非常标准。但一般来说，这个2传兵又直接去压4矿的，他不是压3矿，因为3矿这个时候军探已经是铺得很开了。那你如果说你开4矿的话，那这个2传兵还是有那么一点点机会。
So we'll see. This is kind of the first real skill check to see who's on the money, who's still sharp. It's been a long day for these guys as well. Solar showed up probably.
如果上来这2传兵能够把4矿打退一次的话，那这个优势就很大。但一般来说，这个不可能打退的，没有这个机会。来了，你没有盾牌的，你就先挤。河马还想蹭啊，没有什么太多机会蹭。再去主矿再投一波。 Sola 这名选手，其实你说他有什么特点？我觉得他其实没有什么特点。他的特点就是他打的，就是他打的就特别的稳定，而且你的一些，就比如说一些战术什么的，只要不是野兵一样，他都能守得过来。特别是跟他打基本功，你会觉得他基本功真的很好。有差一下，这两个人不敢动了，已经不敢动了，这两个人。特点就综合的，他没有什么特点。Sola 是一个非常平均的一个选手，你可以叫他完美重叠，因为他真的没什么特点。这个6芒星都是很平整的。你说他基本功他绝对能跟得上任何人，对吧？你说他暴兵猛，暴兵是猛，但是有点粗，所以不太有特点。傻，妈个鸡！如果傻也是特点的话，那先看这里啊。Sola 的特点我想到了，他妈他很喜欢换家这个狗鸡，他非常喜欢换家。这个狗因为是有1攻1防啊，所以说他也不怕你，大家攻防都一样。狗其实可以绕回来，然后把正面的这个枪兵坦克包了，但Sola在等读报速度。
7 workers going down as Solar brings these links back home. Perhaps can use them as some type of flank.
如果不想包，就是分点读报出门，然后狗读报再去换家。但这个位置应该要包，你不包的话，这边被架得很难受。包了吗？来不来？再不包，HeroMarine第3坨兵接上来的话，那这个正面有点包不动了。HeroMarine暴兵很猛，好包了，在趁你第3坨兵没有接上来之前直接包。可以走，但可以走啊，这里可以走。这坨兵如果刚才接上来的话，真的就包不动了。现在这就随便包，因为你的这个枪兵都在1级上，我靠，说个毛！两个人其实风格还是有点相近，都是那种属于那种暴兵型的选手，然后这个操作的细节不是特别好。职业是我强还是前哥强？那应该还是我强一点吧。前哥职业的时候只能算一个小强。
Gabe is very heavy on the medavacs. He's already got 10 medavacs, and there are 2 more in production. He's got 12.
他很出这种他就冲的，这种冲不就是被吃战损的便宜吗
？HeroMarine production is starting, as you mentioned, drilling claws on the way. We even see a liberator here, perhaps, or double liberator for some harassment. I love this double drop here on the right side, really adding a bit of spice in this attack.
It kind of feels like we're missing it a little bit though as a Terran, because now we're making Widow Mines by the time that Lurks and Hydras are out.
河马现在各种的多线，但 Sola 基本功不弱呀，他能够防得过来的呀，这就是 Sola 的特点呀，这就是 Sola 呀。你跟他吃这种多线，他不怕你的。关键是河马的正面也挺虚的，其实，妈的，他这边很软的，就特别是这种散毒爆，河马是要看状态的，看角度，有时候他散得很好，有时候他散不来。Sola 已经吃了狗毒爆了，然后转3本，然后出地刺，这就是 Sola 的 ZVT 的风格。Sola 这基本功打 HeroMarine 感觉就是刚刚好，真的刚刚好。哇靠！人都炸醒了，这个地。散的还不错，但是这波打下来没有胜负的说法呀，就差不多啊，对吧？Sola 主场作战，好，两个解放者再立功了，但是你要打进去还是打不进去？Sola 2线分兵分的都不错，解放再架。 刺射，你加这个位置就可以刺射，可以打。
Love the multitasking there, but I think in the end those bailing connections were just bigger than they were supposed to be. Imagine if
HeroMarine 现在有一点进攻上有点乏术，他不知道怎么去进攻Solar 这个部队，怎么去打，因为Solar2线分的都不错，然后HeroMarine没有这种极限的这种操作，所以说他只能稍微打两条狗，然后直接走。主矿这边也投不进去，Solar 已经防控已经不满了。这里来嘛，我直接物理运输机就好了。这矿你不要想抬走的呀。物理运输机，这就是 HeroMarine， 2线都守住了，都守住。这种2船兵强弩之末啊！他攻防不落后，小狗攻防不落后就没关系。No 总星期2职业的时候，他也算是国内的一线的选手。但是，可能稍微弱一点吧。他打法太单一了，基本功呢不算特别好，但是偶尔他会打出那种就赢那些比他强很多的人，家里面虫都没发现。但不是第一次呀，你妈你传狗有什么用吗？我靠，这他妈这个不搞笑嘛？拖一下嘛，拖一下冲正面。再误一把运输机，对，老子说了，就是铁头。是有些选手对他的这个就 No 总的风格有点不太适应。所以说会被他这种无三圣龙把打死。这波冲完 ，HeroMarine 已经歇菜了，这盘已经基本上没了，记了。他这个他妈的打得很奇怪，说了不转地刺的，就是刺的狗不饱。这盘已经记了。
whatsoever. Meanwhile, Solar has killed over 30 SCVs and is still taking decent
在里面再绕一波，正面应该可以冲了。
This kind of stuff is
只要有这个刺蛇能够把解放者打了，你正面其实没有多少兵的，输了。不愧是你妈的索拉，凯子给你。不是你们这种快点3比0，我都不急，你们急什么？对不对？跟你们比赛的时候吹一会儿逼，这个时候对不对？吹一会儿逼解说几个比赛，这个话体力还可以。
Solar's like, well, I think I can break you now at the front, and gets a couple of good bailing connections, not only with the SCVs, but also with a lot of the Marines. And HeroMarine unable to recover from that.
It did kind of feel like we were playing Solar's game. HeroMarine was trying to find openings in the beginning, but it wasn't quite working out. And after that, almost felt that Solar was always the one getting the good connection, and then HeroMarine reacted. There was maybe a bigger opportunity in the bottom right side after we landed that cool Widowmine shot that felt it was way out of range, but somehow it got the missile off. HeroMarine saw that as well, but then Solar got some really sweet connections with the last few bannings he had there.
那么纯真，我靠！对对，每一个选手，每一个主播，对吧？思想都那么单纯，哪来那么多鬼周刊？偶尔可能会有一些不单纯的人，对不对？混进这个圈子。但我总会知道那么多事情呢，对不对？
But it wasn't quite enough, so we're entering game number 2. And here, in the top left, spawning as the red Zerg, he's up 1-0. It is Solar.
Game 1 was Solar's mapping. Game 2 has to be this man's mapping, as it's one of the better Terra maps in the map pool. In the bottom right side, we're looking at the main base of the man who is made of epic proportions. He is representing mouse sports.
哎呀，没有比如，我什么都不知道。我现在脑子是没有智力断滞。好多观众啊！
Yeah.
我现在是断字的情况，所以说你们问我任何事情我都不知道。电竞圈媲美娱乐圈，可能不啦，兄弟们，可能不啦？妈，电竞圈才挣多少钱？娱乐圈挣多少钱？你妈的电竞圈能媲美娱乐圈？你们真的是太高估电竞圈了。电竞圈大家都是一帮他妈臭打游戏的穷屌丝，我靠，那哪能跟娱乐圈比？
On Curious Minds, that's a bit more difficult. There's a lot of high ground, low ground, a couple of choke points as well. If Gabe can find himself in a similar spot, he should be able to find way more damage.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, you also have that watchtower, which makes it easier to spot any type of flanking going on. You can hide behind.
说的是人性，人性也是这样的。妈的，电竞圈这些，大家都是臭打游戏的。 妈的没见过什么世面的，妈的能跟娱乐圈比啊？对不对？妈的那些娱乐圈的那种大咖，什么大风大浪没见过？ 就算像黄哥这样的他妈老前辈，也在这个圈子也算是见过世面的人，你妈都不及娱乐圈任何一个明星的这种1/10，好吗？你们居然拿娱乐圈的他妈的跟电竞圈比，我靠，太高估电竞圈了。
Well, one. I think we can get one. Good micro on the side.
这个压力很大，但是索尔操作真的很好，一条狗都没，全部都红血。
Not losing a single link there because HeroMarine was able to get a lot of shots off. They'll see that Sola is going up to 3 bases, takes a triangle expand. I would love to see HeroMarine make a bigger attempt in finding some economic damage. I know it's very difficult on glittering. It's not the first time they attempt to not have any success getting in range of those mineral lines and whatnot. But this time around, we should be able to find a little bit more. I don't know if we're gonna go for a quick starport. There is a starport going down.
好了，还是3开。看这把黑马运的3开怎么样？因为第一把这种3开2团兵的战术，其实黑马运的爆兵，我认为上一盘他是发挥出来了，只是说他的这种多线拉扯。 多线的这种拉扯的节奏 ，Sola 是跟得上的，所以导致黑龙马运在多线上各种的就不能说每一波多线都吃亏，反正就打不进去。所以光有爆兵也不行。你 TVP 的话，你这个多线节奏，就 TVP 相对来说人族还是稍微好操作一点，因为 TVP 有了毒爆的情况下，人族的操作的这个精度就要非常的好，你才能够让自己的这个兵能够存活下去。那 TVP 就没有说这种精度的问题，对吧？你投过来都是追猎，什么要么插要么追猎。TVP 就不一样，所以在这个 TVP 的这个多线里面，黑龙白明显感觉没有 TVP 打那么好。不是你要明白一件事情，爆兵，我就跟你们说，爆兵论爆兵啊，职业选手论爆兵，论基本功，论运营，就这个东西是每个职业选手都有这个实力的。就你看欧洲的那些，我不说一线选手，2线的那些选手的爆兵，对吧？就像沙师傅这种，他也有这个实力。就爆兵运营上，他不会输给这种顶级的选手很多的，就差不多。他们输是输在这种进攻的方式，包括他们的这种意识，这种多线节奏，还有抗压上，这个是他们欠缺的东西。
As his Hellions in the center, I think he's now just kind of waiting for his Banshees. Not exactly sure that's the first Banshee. Do we have a second Banshee as well? We should, right? No, he can't. I think he cancelled Cloak and the Banshee.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay, so after it got scouted by Solar, he cancelled Cloak and the Banshee.
对啊 ，Solar 就你河马你的确你爆兵运营很强，但是 Solar 的爆兵运营他根本就不虚你。哥你妈基本功也很好的，妈的哥他妈的凌晨4、5点也是在首尔打铁的，干嘛？对不对嘛？凭什么你基本功已经比我能够压住我？
HeroMarine is a bit timid with his Hellions, but I can understand he's afraid of losing them. Man, his Solar's economy though is off the charts.
Yeah, it's really quite scary. Opening up with fast bailing speed as well, so dealing any type of damage to the Zerg player is going to be very, very difficult. Tanks are already being produced. Carapace on
这
the
版
way.
Solar 的这个
Yeah,
战术
5
又
gas
发生了
for
一些
the
变
Zerg
化，
player. Most likely will
一
put on
防
a Hydra then quickly soon again, and
一防
stay
开，
on the
然后
Hydra
他这
link
盘的
bait
这个
for a
毒爆的
very,
速
very
度
long
非常
time
快，他
on
就
this
是
map.
抓你7分钟的 timing。7分钟人族一般会推一波出来，然后这个时候你就会发现我毒爆速度已经好了。 然后一防也不慢，然后加上他现在铺那么好的一个军团，黑龙马人如果第一波推出来被包了，这盘估计又凶多吉少了。你妈4强真的变成4Z 了，真的很有可能4Z。
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 1-1 tank push. This is a build that Spirit used to love to play. He used to do it with 2 Banshees, I believe. And you just get 5 barracks.
你看，就7分钟一波推出来，你看他是不是毒爆速度已经好了？你出门，你只要上军团，对吧？我就早就会包你。 对你来嘛！哎妈加那么前面，先换一波加，哇靠，Solar这个换家的狗逼！啊，你过来是吧？稍微忍一忍，没有狗的话，毒爆过去要被诸葛连弩的。